Okay, The Bone Jar by W Kane. Very, very good book. Set in London around the modern time, I guess. I don't even know. I feel like at some point it does mention COVID, but I don't really know. Either way, it's in the modern era, so that's pretty good. I find that books that are set in the kind of 1900s and stuff, they're just so long and they use different kind of words and the phrases of how they say things are a bit different as it was in the old days. But this one's a very fun book. Basically, been a murder. The body of an elderly woman found in an area of a massive asylum that has been kind of decommissioned for a number of years, and basically it's one of those ones where the prior scandals and revelations of yesteryear kind of surface or resurface now because of this body that has been found. And I think for the most part, it's been told through a story through the eyes of the detective who's looking after this case. There are a few other characters in there where they do talk in their first person, and I always like that because you see an insight in how they're actually thinking. So in this chapter 41, it's Connie and talking to Kirby. So Kirby was the detective that's looking after it, and I really enjoy it because there's quite a few characters, a few main characters. I'd say there's about five or six, possibly seven if I'm doing it correctly, but because of that, it makes it much more mysterious. You don't know who it is. There's obviously one kind of character who's kind of introduced in the book as the bad guy, so you immediately think that it's him. I don't know, I can't remember, that's a lie, but I'm not going to tell you whether it was him or not. And in the end, it kind of leaves on a cliffhanger because yes, they do catch the bad guy, but it turns out that there was another bad guy. And you're kind of thinking back to all the moments that you read in the book, trying to figure out what the bad guy did, or the second bad guy even. What what kind of impact did he have on the entire story? And it's a bit of a weird one. I don't really like those kind of books because I enjoy closure, but I guess for those of you who have got a bit more of a fun imagination, a bit more of depth about you, you might actually enjoy that cliffhanger. So overall, it's a great book. It's pretty nicely worded as well. Nothing difficult in there. And like I said before, there's quite a few characters in the book. And towards the end, where they're trying to figure out who did it, and it's kind of the sort of the apex of the book, one of the characters actually makes a mistake for this character being another character, and it's only once the dust has settled you realize that they made a mistake. Because in the moment, I was actually quite confused as to who this person is talking about because they're obviously being wrong, and I obviously didn't grasp the fact that they had mistook this character for being another person. So I quite enjoy that aspect, and it kind of sends you the wrong way before kind of clearing up what happened. So overall, I really enjoy this book, and I would definitely recommend it. Yeah, check it out.